this is Sabina at Cross Keys Crafts with the Papercraft Society Advent Calendar for December the 7th. This one is again one from Textures, and I already had a peep. I told you that in another video. I had planned to film these all in November, then I got poorly. Today is the 3rd of December when I'm filming for the 7th, so I'm not that far ahead. But this is what's in it. It's some letter dies. And when I first looked at these, I thought that's a really weird mix. Yes, I've got you here. And I figured out I can make jolly from that, which I will do today in the card. But I haven't got a clue what this F is for and what it should help me with. Because whichever way I did it, yeah, I could do folly, but it's not a very Christmassy word. I can do foul, yes, but I'm curious to see what Lou Collins suggests we do with that F. But yeah, as before with some of the videos, I'm going to do a bit of crafting off camera. So I'm going to cut some letters. I'm going to think about what background to use. I want to use up my stash. I might even use this cardstock here because that's a lovely colour. So I do a bit of crafting offline and off camera, and we'll keep this video short. So unless there is something I need to show you in detail, I will maybe just even come back with my finished card only and keep this video short. For all of those of you who haven't got the Papercraft Society Advent Calendar, you may have noticed I'm still posting my regular Sunday and Wednesday videos, so you're not missing out on any of that. So I'll see you later. So I have done quite a bit of work off camera. Apologies for that this is not a proper tutorial, but I've still got a bad cough and I'd rather not talk too much. So I have used the cardstock from the pouch. I've turned it inside out, or rather using the inside, and I have stamped and heat embossed in white these snowflakes here. They're both from Lavinia Stamps. These are the small ones, and these are a set of 3. I can't remember what they're called. Yeah, and I thought this would look really, really nice. So I have then also stamped this little snowflake on this green cardstock, but I used my VersaFine, the Warm Breeze, and I wasn't quite sure how quickly this would dry, so I decided to actually heat emboss this in clear over the top just to seal this in, which worked nicely. So I then die cut the letters from this cardstock. But when I set it down on the card, I thought it wasn't popping enough. There wasn't enough contrast on it. So I decided to cut these letters again from this pearlescent cardstock and offset these. Oh, by the way, I also put these on some foam. So I die cut the same letters in this turquoise foam that was in my stash, but obviously you can use other colours. The important thing is when you die cut from foam, only put it through the die cutting machine once. Don't go backwards and forwards, because then the shape will distort. So this was just for giving it a bit of dimension. And then I just popped the white die cut underneath, but a bit offset just to the right. You can vary it in height as well, but I didn't want that. I just wanted this to just offset this nicely, and I think this really works. So what I did then, I took my tea ruler and I set the tea ruler down here so that I knew where I needed to place the letters. I started in the middle here. Obviously the J is not as wide as these, but the O makes up for that. So I thought if I have this sort of in the middle, it should be okay. And the only reason why I haven't placed this one down yet is because I wanted to show you what it looks like from behind. So I can place this here now. Then I have used the stamp from the first pouch, wishing you a wonderful Christmas, it says on there. I have just again stamped it and heat embossed it in white, but I cut the wonderful away to create these 2 strips, and they as well, I put these on foam. But again, they weren't popping enough for me, so I used my ink blending brush and my Salvage Patina, which is a colour very close to this cardstock here. And I just basically went round the edges all the way round, but I've also ink blended it a little bit on the top just to tie it in. And it doesn't look like it's a lot of difference, but it does make a difference, and it comes off the background a bit more nicely. So all that's left for me to do now is to glue this down and glue this down. And I have put this on a top folding 6x4 card, and that's all there is to it. So I think I made good use of the dies here. As I said, I'm curious to see what Lou Collins suggests for the F or the other letters. But yeah, I could have added one of the little stars that was in the set, but because I went with a snowflake theme, I didn't add one. But you could also use some, or I might do that as well, add some sparkles. I might actually do that looking at this card now. If I do, you will see it at the end of this video. I will post another photo, and obviously also in the thumbnail. If you like this card and you might want to see you might want to give me a thumbs up, and if you'd like to see what I'm posting tomorrow with the contents of the next pouch, you might want to subscribe to my channel. I'd be very happy about that, and I'll see you soon with another video.